What if the world you see every day is a lie? What if every obstacle, every struggle was just a shadow cast by you? This is the hidden truth Neville Goddard devoted his life to revealing. Your imagination is not just a tool, it is the creative power of God itself. And today, we uncover the law that shapes all reality and the promise that ensures your deepest desires, once truly felt, will become your new world. Chapter 1. Thinking Fourth Dimensionally. We live in a three-dimensional world of height, width, and depth. We measure our lives by the clock and the calendar. We believe the past is fixed, the present is all we have, and the future is something uncertain, to be reached only through effort. But Neville asked a radical question. What if there is a fourth dimension? Not a place, but a state, the dimension of consciousness. Imagine your life as a stage play. The set, the props, the costumes, all represent your current circumstances. You might feel trapped by them, but the script of the play, the unfolding of your life, is not set in stone. It is written in the invisible ink of your inner thoughts and feelings. Thinking fourth dimensionally means stepping beyond appearances. It means imagining not what is, but what could be, and living in that imagined scene as if it were already real. Neville said, "To the man of imagination, all things are possible." When you picture yourself already in possession of your desire, when you feel the joy, the relief, the certainty of it, you plant a seed in the soil of consciousness. And seeds, when tended, must grow. Chapter 2. Assumption. Hardened into fact. Most of us live by the phrase, "I'll believe it when I see it." But Neville reversed it. You'll see it when you believe it. The outer facts of your life are not immovable. They are the crystallized results of what you have assumed to be true, often without realizing it. An assumption is more than a thought. It's a belief you accept so deeply that you feel it to be a fact, whether it's pleasant or painful. Over time, that feeling solidifies. It becomes the ice of your reality. Consider this. A person who assumes they are unlucky will, without trying, walk past opportunities. They will notice rejection more than kindness. Life will seem to confirm their belief, not because it's objectively true, but because their assumption has shaped their perception and behavior until it hardens into fact. Neville's invitation is to reverse the process, consciously assume the state you desire, and refuse to be moved by appearances. If you can hold that inner conviction long enough, life must rearrange itself to reflect it. Chapter 3. The Power of Imagination. When you hear the word imagination, you might think of childhood daydreams, idle fantasies, or works of fiction. But Neville taught that imagination is not an escape from reality. It is the womb of reality itself. Every building you see began as an image in someone's mind. Every invention, every work of art, every human achievement was first imagined. But imagination is not reserved for grand creations. It shapes your daily life in subtle ways. The way you see yourself, your self-image, is nothing but an imagined picture reinforced over time. And that image acts as the blueprint for your experiences. Neville said, "Imagination creates reality." To imagine a scene with sensory richness and emotional depth is to begin its birth. When you hear the sounds, see the colors, feel the textures of that scene, your subconscious accepts it as fact. And what is accepted inwardly must express itself outwardly. It is not enough to wish. You must live in the end, in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Chapter 4. Doing is not necessary. We have been raised to believe in hard work as the only path to change. Study harder, work longer, push more. And while effort has its place, Neville revealed a deeper truth. Outer action flows naturally from inner conviction. The world is not moved by what you do, it is moved by who you are being. When you change your state of consciousness, you change the field in which all action happens. This is why Neville could say, "Do not concern yourself with how it will come to pass." Your job is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, as if the goal were already accomplished. Then, without strain, the necessary steps will be inspired within you. The right people will appear. The right doors will open. Think of a flower. It does not strive to bloom. It rests in the state of being a flower, and the unfolding happens by law. Chapter 5. The Promise, Seeds and Fruit. Having understood the law, that your inner state shapes your outer world, Neville introduced the promise. The promise is this: when you plant a desire in the soil of consciousness and truly feel it as real, its manifestation is certain. Just as an apple seed cannot grow into anything but an apple tree, the seed of your fulfilled desire will produce only that which matches it. But there is a condition: the seed must be planted with faith, not doubt. In the unseen, roots are forming long before the sprout breaks the surface. So too, your imagined reality may seem invisible at first, but if you persist, there will come a day when it breaks into full view. Neville's own life was filled with such stories. People healed of illness, families reunited, fortunes restored. Not by force, but by the quiet certainty of imagination, held until it bore fruit. And so, he urged his listeners, dare to believe in the reality of your assumption and watch the world play its part. You are not a passive spectator in the theater of life. You are the playwright, the director, and the lead actor. The stage will change when you change the script. So ask yourself, what assumptions have been ruling my life? What scenes am I willing to imagine into being? And am I ready to live in the end, trusting the unseen until it becomes seen? Embrace the law, trust the promise, and step into the magnificent reality you are meant to experience. What part of Neville's teaching spoke to you the most today? Share your thoughts below and pass this on to someone who needs to hear it. Join us for the next video in the Neville Goddard series. Thanks for watching Zone of the Unseen.